Hi, how are you? Welcome. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I hope you're doing great. It is Friday Eve. Thank goodness we've nearly made it. Let's see if I can set up my keyword and then we can go. I have a cute bunny project for y'all. Here we go. And I think you're going to love this one. So hang on. Come chill with me for a little bit tonight. Let me see if I can find my video while this loads. All right, here we go. Okay, we have success. All right, keyword is bunny. You can comment bunny anytime on this video and it will send you a message. Hey Stephanie, how are you? All right, so we're gonna get started here. This is folk art chalk paint, this in the color Castle. I'm just gonna use the lid, but we're gonna use a baby wipe, okay? This one is wet to paint this palette right here. Now, using a baby wipe to make it like a stain, okay? And not have it be so dark. Because I don't want it to be super dark. But you could paint it with whatever you like, okay? And this one doesn't come with a stand or anything. It's just a little leaner. But it's super duper cute. This bunny is adorable. So I hope you love it as much as I do. The minute I saw it, I knew I had to do a live with it. And I needed to find the perfect transfer, and I think I may have found it. So we'll see if you love it as much as I do. Make sure that you comment bunny. Say hey whenever you jump on. All right. There we go. I think I got it now. All right, so my baby wipe is pretty well done for now. I'm gonna close this before I spill it. And I have one of my little makeup sponges right here. I'm gonna just spray some water on it over there to the side. And we're gonna use this to paint the bunny. So this is called French Linen. It's just a little bit lighter gray for our bunny. Well, paint that on there. I was a little bit worried that this was going to be not light enough, but it is, so that's good. All right, because I wanted to do the background gray. I was thinking about doing it brown, but then I wasn't real sure about whether my transfer design was going to show up on it, so opted for the little bit lighter grayish color for that background, so hopefully this will all work out. I think it will. And we're going to use those distressing pen things again, the crayons tonight. Y'all, I really love those. And since we figured out the other night how you can color with them and you can use them for the cheeks and stuff, that is really cool. So you can grab those. They're on my on my Amazon page. If you comment bunny, you can get the link, or you can just comment crayon and I can directly send you the link to get those if you want to grab them. Okay, I'm stuck. Hey Callie, how are ya? Welcome. All right, I think we're good here. We may come back and repaint and paint this bunny another coat, but we'll see about that. All right, I have my little distressing pen things here, and I pulled out this gold one. So this one is tarnished brass, and I have this little sign here, the tag, and I also have a couple little buttons that I want to use this for. So let me see if I can get me one of my little daubers. and a little pink dauber so that we can give this bunny some cheeks, but color that right on there, and then we can use the dauber to just spread it out, make sure it's even, and kind of blend it a little bit. Okay, there we go. I'm stuck again. Hey Wanda, how are ya? Welcome. All right, and then I was thinking I could do the little buttons too, so just give those a little color, and then use the dauber again just to make sure that it's spread out on there. Okay, that's it. And then let me pull all this off. I do have some other little pieces for this bunny that we need to paint. So get him and his little feet, or her. I don't know if it's a her or whatever, but this one's going to have a lot of pink, so maybe it's a girl. Let's get this all out of here, and then I'm going to just move this other piece of tape up or down so that I can focus on these pieces. So all of these mainly I'm going to do pink, so I just was going to use my distressing crayon again for that. How do I, twist it. It's kind of difficult to twist, so that's why I was a little confused here. Now I'm going to just color these. They don't have to be colored perfectly, I don't think, because you can spread this stuff out. I think. We're going to try it. I kind of blended it. I was able to blend it the other day whenever we used this, so I think this will work. Not coloring it perfectly, but then we'll take a dauber and just come back and blend it out, okay? And then same on the word hop that goes on that little sign. Okay. And then I'm gonna try and see if I can just, oh yeah, that works amazing. So you don't have to color it perfectly, just get some on there and then you can push it around. These are really surprisingly blendable. It's kind of strange. I don't know really what they are. They're called crayons, but this one is that worn lipstick color that we used the other night for that bunny. Hi Amy, how are you? Hi Kathy, welcome. Hey Suzanne. I love these though. They're like one of my new favorite craft supplies, I think. And they come in a bunch of different colors. So there's like a green and a blue and a red, the pink, and then this purple color that we're going to use here in just a second on the flower. And then metallic, they have metallic ones too, which is where I got this tarnished brass one. I also have a silver one, and I have one that's a gold color too. So you get lots of options. I'm going to look and see if I've got another. I have this little thing. These little daubers are pretty cool too. I have them on my Amazon list, and there's like a bunch of them in the package, so you can, I just reuse them. Okay, this one we found the other day is kind of a lavender type color, and I didn't want to use too much pink, so figured we could color our flower with lavender. I might need a little bit more than that. There, and then we can spread that out. It's perfect. I like this purple one too. Okay, that's good. And it's not, it doesn't have to be dry or anything. It's already dry. Hey Rainy, how are you? So all on Amazon. I can send you the list, Amy. But like, look how simple that was to color that. And really no mess at all. It's a no-brainer to me to use something like this that just is a handy little thing. Similar to the paint pens. Like, I love them because I don't have to dirty up another brush. Okay, all of that's done. Yeah, no problem. I'll send it to you after my live. All right, so this is the little palette sign. As you can see, there's score lines on it for where the bunny goes, but we're going to push all that to the side. And this is the transfer we're going to use. This is the floral dot pattern. I love this transfer. And I am going to wax really quickly because I don't want to pull up my paint that I just put down. And my transfer is super duper new. I've used it once. So if you go to make this project, just make sure that you wax, okay? Unless if you're using an older transfer that's not super sticky, but the new ones generally are. Even if they don't seem like they're that new or sticky, they are. I'm doing great. Thank you for joining me. I am so happy that today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. I do have a kind of long day tomorrow, but that's okay. It's the weekend. I have an event this weekend for my nail business. Really excited for that at this like really beautiful wedding venue in town here. So super duper pumped to have that event. All right, now we are buzzed. And of course, I think I can get away with only doing this once. Actually, no. I was thinking I might be able to make it diagonal, but. All right, put that down. Make sure that you press it down really well, that you don't have any bumps or any like pieces of lint or anything in there. And oops, gosh. We're going to use Shimmer Peach Cobbler, okay? I love this color. Hey, Tammy, how are you? This is one of the new ones that just came out. And look how just pretty it is. I love the shimmers so much. And this one has a lot of glittery sparkle in it, so that makes me happy. And of course, I mean, you really don't have to do the entire background because the bunny is going to be on here, but we're going to do the whole background because I don't know. I mean, I can't see exactly where my score lines are to know where the bunny's going to be sitting versus where he's not. So might as well just do the whole thing. There we go. Y'all, I made the best gumbo tonight ever. Like, my nephew, normally, he doesn't talk a lot. He's very quiet and introverted. He texted me after he ate his dinner and said, "Oh my gosh, please make this again. This is the greatest meal that you've ever made." Which I take as a high compliment because I make pretty good meals, but that means it was really super good. All right, so that is our Shimmer Peach Cobbler background, and it's very shimmery. I don't know if y'all could see it on the video, but it is uber duper, super duper shimmery and glittery, and that little flower background is just perfect, I think. Now, I could have done this twice just to get the very top, but I think it's fine. I'm doing great. Happy to be to almost Friday. I can't believe it. All week long, I was kind of are you asking about these? The distressing pens that I use to color with, I can send you the link to those if you want. They are distressing crayons, and they're awesome. Super blendable and like easy to use. Really easy. All right, so that's our background. We'll set that aside for a minute. Let's get our little bunny put together now. I'm going to use this distressing crayon, the pink one again, okay? So again, this one's called Worn Lipstick. It came in my bundle that I got of the little crayons, okay? So that's my little cheeks. I know that it's too much, okay? But we're just going to... This bunny's gonna have super pink cheeks, and that I'm okay with it. I'm good with it. Now, I also pulled out my Posca pens so that I could dot some eyes here. And there are some circles for the eyes, so you can just use that as your guide to put some little eyes down. Everything else should be ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and place everything, and then we can glue it all down. So there's a heart for the nose, and I think it might be the smaller one. Make sure you dry those eyes before you do a whole lot, because that paint pens take a minute to dry. Yeah, I'll send you the link, no problem. Absolutely. And then we've got 2 small and 1 big circle for each foot, okay? So keep that in mind. But I always like to put everything down before and see what I've done here? I'm missing a toe bean, which is not great news for me, but that's okay. We'll put it together, and then I will find that toe bean and I will put it on here separately. But that's why you always want to put your stuff down before you start to glue, because then you know, hey, I'm missing a toe bean. All right. Oh my gosh, this little bunny is the cutest thing ever. And then we'll glue that separately and then put it on. And then our little, let me see. The only thing that I'm noticing about these distressing crayons is that I did get a little bit in the holes on these buttons. So I'm just using the pokey end of my detail tool to get that out. I mean, you could use anything, a toothpick or a little craft pick or whatever, to get that out. Okay, you've got something. You know, it's not here. That makes me sad. I can't believe I did that either. See, but little pieces, they're easy to lose. So just keep that in mind. It's potentially on the floor over here too. I don't know. Oh wait. There's about a million things on the floor in here, so that's good news. Anyways, it's fine. I'll look in I bet you it's on my laser or in my office next door. All right. Just a little bit of stick fast glue. I love this glue for little cutout pieces. It works great. And it dries clear, so if like I went a little bit over on that, it's fine. Missing a little toe bean. Concentration is real here. Okay. And then I'm going to just, I tell you, a little goes a long way with this glue. You really don't need a lot. It is super strong and has a really great hold. It does take a second for it to fully set, so just give it the time that it needs. And just do something else while it's sitting. It just takes a few minutes. It's similar to super glue, but I think it's an even stronger hold than the super glue is. And of course, this bottle is giant. So it'll last much longer than a tube of super glue will. All right. And the two little buttons go on the shirt, or like on the body of the bunny, okay? So that's another, the big one goes with the flower, like that, okay? All right, and then I'm gonna just add that little right there. And then she's gonna get a flower up here on the ear, okay? And then for our little, palette, I'm going to, now you could totally use hot glue for this part. I didn't heat up my hot glue gun, so we're gonna use this, so it will take a second for it to really latch on and take hold. But y'all, this is real cute. I love this glue too. It's the best. And this little girl is ready for Easter fun. Like, I'm hoping she doesn't fall off the board, but look how stinking cute that is. I am obsessed with her. I hope you are too. You can comment Bunny, hi Jennifer, how are you? To get the link to buy this yourself, to get the chalk products and the cutout from my Etsy page. So go ahead and do that. I love you all. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Good night.